All right, what's going on, big dogs? So the YouTuber Caroline Consonar came back to YouTube after about a year break, roughly 3 weeks ago at this point, where she came out with a video titled, "I Have an Announcement." And her announcement was after a year of her not being on YouTube, which for those of you who don't know, basically her entire YouTube channel was her doing like these little like 70s style music video skits where she'd go over things like the everyday housewife or how to be a feminist mother, stripper magician, the STD song, the depression song. She has all sorts of little sketch videos on there that have actually garnered her a pretty sizable following. She's sitting at roughly just over 1 million subscribers currently, and she only has 23 videos up at the time of me recording this. But like I stated, she took about a year break from YouTube and came back with the announcement that she was now pregnant.
Hello, one and all. I'm currently in my second trimester. And let me tell you something. Being pregnant is exactly what they say it is. It's pretty awful. It's very overwhelming to be 20 and pregnant because I'm around other 20-year-olds that are like, I don't even know what I'm like doing right now. Like, I don't even know who I am or what I want in life. And I'm just like, that sounds tough. Me personally, I'm about to throw out 18 years of my life.
So yeah, she comes out and said she's in her second trimester, and this of course had a huge impact on her channel. The video is sitting at just over 600,000 views. Again, at the time of this recording, it's sitting at about 622,000 views. And a lot of people were obviously very supportive of this. She's been gone for a year. Her audience has been craving for content because she has 1 million subscribers. That's not a small audience by any stretch of the imagination. Shit, if you asked me, if you had 100,000 subscribers, I would think that is a sizable audience to which you would want to use consistent content at the very least. But she decided for whatever reason to take this year break and come back with this announcement that she was pregnant. And of course, the comment section was nothing but people, you know, super excited for her, people wishing her the best, telling her she's going to be the world's greatest mother and how kind and passionate she is. And she decided to just stab all those people in the back with a video released a week later titled, "I Lost the Baby." And it might be one of the scummiest things I have ever had to watch. So cringeworthy and just one of the stupidest things I've ever seen, which is ironic because, of course, in her description, the 3 words that describe me best: smart, sure, beautiful, talented, and humble, which is all so fucking ironic now that we have this reveal here. So a week after the announcement video, she made the "I Lost the Baby" video, which let's go ahead and start breaking this down because it is just despicable.
Okay, guys, I lost the baby, and I don't know exactly where I put it. It has to be around here somewhere. Okay, so some of you guys are probably wondering, no, I am not pregnant. And I'm sure some of you are shocked. I'm sure some of you are not surprised at all. I'm sure some of you don't care. But some of you might be asking, when you're a content creator, the line between entertainment and reality is very blurred. Your audience will become very attached to an abstraction of yourself. And the odd thing is that this connection can become very personally meaningful to the viewers, whilst not being personally meaningful to the creator itself. Your attention is monetarily valuable to me. And unless you have some narcissistic tendencies, which a lot of us do, the experience of having a parasocial relationship with your audience can be very uncomfortable. I'll give you an example.
Okay, so she just comes right out of the gate with her stupid little skit of her throwing her stuff around, digging through the cupboards and telling everyone, I can't find the baby anywhere. And right then and there, I think most people realize that this lady is a piece of work, to say the least. And she even says, why the fuck would I lie about this? And she goes on for about 2.5 minutes talking about parasocial relationships with her audience. So a parasocial relationship, for those of you who have no fucking idea, is basically where you form a connection with a fake character or a person on the internet that really doesn't have a relationship with you at all. Like she said, she just has a monetary relationship with us, right? Her audience, anyways, I'm not one of her audience, but her audience anyways, to her is nothing but dollar signs, which is basically the entire point of this whole video. So for the next 2 minutes, she goes on and talks about how her audience is crazy, which is super ironic now that she's doing something like this, and how when she first started doing YouTube, there was people saying that they wish she would be graped, you know, tied to the radiator and graped in the mouth. And so for whatever sick, twisted reason, she decided that in order to get rid of the weird people on the internet that she was going to fake a pregnancy, call it some social experiment on how she would be able to find the audience she has that only likes her for her content and doesn't want to form a parasocial relationship, and then decides to push her Patreon for the rest of the video. So this entire ordeal was nothing but a big scam or scheme to promote her Patreon, which ended up working because when I checked, she had about 600 to 700 people subscribed to her Patreon. So it worked for the time being. Now, whether people started unsubbing or demanding their money back or whatever it may be, or decided that, you know, they paid for their 1 month and they're never coming back, whatever her Patreon deals are, the original video of the announcement actually probably helped her out quite a bit. And now she decides to tell her whole audience that this is all just a massive joke, and that anybody who fell for it is an idiot, and that anybody who has a parasocial relationship with someone on the internet is also an idiot, which I just want to counter that really quick, because that is really what this whole video is about, is her trying to justify her actions by saying that if she were to continue on YouTube, people will just continue to form these gross parasocial relationships with people that they know nothing about, and how all these content creators don't give two fucks about their own audience, and how all they see their audience as is a monetization, you know, money, dollar signs type of thing. And to that, I have to say, it might be one of the stupidest things I've ever heard on the internet, because I'm somebody who doesn't even have 500 subs yet, right? And I still get, like, I get comments on my videos of people who don't like my videos. I get dislikes, I get likes, I get people telling me I'm doing a great job. I get people telling me that there's things I need to change, things I need to tweak, whatever. And that's all fine. That's just how the internet works. You're not going to make everyone happy. There's 7 billion people, 8 billion people in the world, and not all of them are going to subscribe to your channel. That's just not how life works, I guess. But if you are going to play a character, you are going to do sketch characters like she does, where she does these songs or does these sketches. People can form connections to those characters. It's like watching a TV show or watching an athlete or anything like that. If somebody that you watch is genuinely a good person and seems to actually care about the people who are supporting them, a lot of people will form this parasocial relationship where they want that person really to just succeed. Most of the time, a parasocial relationship doesn't become this like, oh, I need to be around this person and they need to be putting out content for me and all this other crazy stuff like she tries to say parasocial relationships are. Most people just wanted her to upload videos. And yeah, she got some hateful comments and people saying gross and mean things to her on the internet, but that's just how the life of a YouTuber works. You're never going to make everyone happy. Shit, even Charlie or Penguin Zero and all these other super like humble, nice creators, they get mean comments on their videos and stuff, but that's just how the world works. Now, it's one thing if you're somebody who...
Oh yeah, that's fucking right. This entire stunt has been an advertisement for my Patreon. I'm also announcing that I'm coming back to YouTube. Listen, I wanted to come back to YouTube and explain to everyone why I had been gone and what had happened to me in that time that made me want to come back. But some of you in my audience are pretty weird, and I don't blame any of you. You know, you can't help being weird, but I didn't think that it would be healthy for me to expose myself like that to all of you. And that's why I decided to keep a lot of my more sensitive information behind a paywall.
Okay, so this is 3 minutes into the 3-minute and 50-second video, and this is really the whole meat and potatoes of the whole thing. So after going on this 2-minute tirade about parasocial relationships and how they're terrible and awful, she goes on to call her parts of her audience anyways a bunch of weirdos, which is super ironic coming from the lady who just faked a miscarriage, which is one of the most disgusting things ever, or faked the pregnancy even. That's terrible. There's comments in her videos of people literally saying like, they used to be a mom, or they had a daughter, they lost a kid. That's terrible. That's sad. That's not a great thing to like use as a joke material. Like a common rule of thumb when it comes to making, you know, dark or offensive jokes is the punchline has to be really funny, and it has to be genuinely funny. You have to basically know you're going to get a chuckle out of it in order to tell that dark and bad joke, or most people are not going to find it funny and just going to find it offensive. And this whole thing is just a bad joke, just a terrible take. She goes, like she said, she talks about how she didn't want to talk about her personal information on here, and she just wanted to have some more of her sensitive content where she talks about, you know, where she's been for the last year, why she decided she wanted to come back. She posted that little clip there of her in tears by the looks of it. So maybe there was some stuff behind the scenes that we didn't know about. Maybe she lost somebody. There might actually be a solid reason why she left. But to come back and use this as like a experiment, like she says, is just ridiculous. It's just absurd. She easily could have just came back and said, hey, I'm back. If you guys want to know what's going on, those of you who care, those of you who want to know where I've been, I started up a Patreon to post some more of my sensitive information to, you know, for the people who genuinely want to pay money and support the channel. Run over to my Patreon. That's where all that information is going to be. But I'm here to announce that I'm coming back to YouTube. But if you want to get the full experience, I've now set up a Patreon. So if you guys go sub over there, that'd be great. If not, thanks to anybody who stuck around. That's really all she had to do. And I don't think anything bad would have happened. But at this point, I'm pretty sure she's not going to be doing well on YouTube anymore, because now she's just going to be known as the weird, crazy lady who decided to fake a pregnancy and then tell everyone she lost the baby as the title of the video, which is terrifying, I would imagine, for her audience. Because when you go and say, I have an announcement, and you're in your second trimester in that video, and then a week later you come on and your title is I lost the baby, what do you think your audience is going to assume? They're not going to sit there and go, oh, she just misplaced it, like she tried to do a joke at the beginning of the video. No, you idiot. But like at the end of the day, guys, this whole thing could have been easily avoided. This lady's a psychopath. Stay away from her. I don't want to see her get taken off the platform or anything. I've seen some people asking for that. I don't think so. I think she made a really dumb, stupid decision. She's 20. Like she said, she's not like a grown adult yet. I guess technically by government standards, she is an adult, but she's still young. I think she made a stupid, dumb mistake. You know, if she gets punished with demonetization for a little bit, or maybe the video gets taken down, I don't know, but I don't want to see her like completely wiped off the internet like some people are asking for. But anyways, guys, let me know what you think of the situation down below. That's all I got for you today. So if you did enjoy, remember to please leave a like, comment, and of course subscribe. We're really close to 500 subs, guys, so if you could please smack that subscribe button, it all absolutely means a ton. Leave a thumbs up, thumbs down. Let me know what you think of the video. It all helps me improve the content and continue to make good content for you guys. So that would all mean an absolute ton. And until the next video, guys, Godspeed.